Like my teammates are Gaurish, Anuk, and Dandan, and myself, Karthik. So our presentation topic is about government school education, transforming education infrastructure for better learning. So introduction, like government school serves a backbone for education for millions of children for economic disadvantages like we all know the government school as well as private school also like they provide the backbone for education for millions and dilapidated building many face significant infrastructure challenges that directly impact learning outcomes. Like nowadays, government school lack a lot of this educational resources, teachers, etc. With school education addresses the gap through comprehensive infrastructure improvement, creates continuous learning environment that fosters academic excellence and holistic development. That is talking to the So hello everyone, my name is Gaurash and I'm here to give the definition on school and infrastructure. Basically, let's get it straight to the point. Our topic was basically related to school and improving the infrastructure. Basically in two types. So now we know that the number of colleges, number of schools in okay, let's consider just the state. Number of schools in Karnataka is too high. After that, we can divide it into government and private. Our main focus was to develop and empower rural schools from rural area. So we selected one of the government schools nearby from a nearby village. And there, first what we did was we went and I mean we took something like 1 to 2 hours per day. So 2 days for the planning. Where we actually thought about a comprehensive roadmap of what we are actually going to do over there. Second, we got the permission from the local authorities first, school headmasters next. After that, we went one day just to analyze the infrastructure. So, topic actually said more about infrastructure regeneration. So, we went and actually saw and analyzed all the aspects of the classes and infrastructure over there. They were really good and not really well maintained. So we actually suggested a few ways in which they can maintain the infrastructure properly. Mainly when it comes to board, chalk and cleanliness over there. Also when it came to government schools, we noticed one thing that there are walls, but some walls are not painted. So we actually got that into notice of the local authorities. And since we are students, we couldn't do much, but we did whatever we could do. Secondly, when it comes to infrastructure, when it virtually or from student point of view, we firstly took around 7 days, where since due to a busy schedule, we got only half days. So basically, something like 3 hours per day for a span of 1 month, which wasn't really 1 month if we take it completely, but we did around 43 hours or 44 hours on total. What we did there was a few days we went and just introduced them to the higher education. So basically when we went first day, they gave us classes related to 8 and 9. So that wasn't 8 and 9 are not such classes where you can actually say them fully about the technologies and about the higher education. So we focused on local English grammar. Some of the people didn't even know how to pronounce a few words. So we first focused on empowering their grammar. Then we introduced them to the tools, something such like tools like ChatGPT, Google, and also explain them a few aspects and usage of Google. Then we went to say them a few technical engineering aspects, something like we actually said them how to convert numbers into binary, which from our point of view it's very easy, but for those children from 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th students, it was very tough for them, and actually they got impressed by the concept. So what our aim was to actually give them the overall view how engineering is. Also, I think we did something. What I mean by that is at least 100 people from that particular school will now know how to use ChatGPT, will now know how to use Google. So I think we had an impact. Or to Nandan to discuss the further topics. Thank you.
So myself, Alok. So I'm going to explain about results and impact. So quantitative impact, 15% increase of student attendance and 20% improvement in teachers retention, and also new enrollment increased by 25 students, 100% functional sanitation facilities, and also establishment of first ever library with 500 plus books. Qualitative impact, enhance student motivation and engagement, include visual satisfaction and mobility, and positive shift in community perception. Also, it has increased parental involvement in school activities, greater pride and ownership among the stakeholders.
What we face in challenges is resources constraint, time management, technical expertise, sustainable contracts. Solution we implemented is community partnership, phase implementation, volunteer specialist, maintenance community. As Gaurav said, we have explored the government school infrastructure. What we can improve in future recommendations. Develop standardized school infrastructure assessment tools. Create replicable model for different school size and conditions. Integrate digital learning solution in rejuvenation plans. Implement regular maintenance protocol with the community involvement. And what are the key takeaways? Infrastructure improvement significantly impact the educational outcomes. Collaborative approach involves multiple stakeholders in essential. Even limited resource can create a meaningful changes when statistically applied. Community ownership ensures sustainable of improvements. Every child deserves a school that improves learning and future growth.